Okay, so somebody requested that I draw the classroom, and I've started here. You can see my other videos for how to draw a basic room, how to draw a shelf. Here, I'm drawing the table in my classroom. So I'm drawing the edge that faces me first, and then I'm taking the corners to the vanishing point. I'm ending the corner of the table with a vertical line and creating the side of the table with a flat horizontal line. So now I'm going to kind of freehand the table leg. It slants out just ever so slightly. It connects to the underside of the table a little bit farther in than the edge. Darken that up a little bit. You won't be able to see the top of the table leg because it's hidden under the edge of the table. And then there's reinforcers to the left and to the right on the table. If you want it to be a little bit cleaner, you can use the ruler. I just kind of freehanded that. Now, to determine how long the second leg will be, you need to figure out where the first leg would end. It kind of goes off the page. Then you need to draw a line between that point and the vanishing point to kind of decide how long to make the second leg. So let's pretend that little dot off the page was where the second leg would end, so the other leg would end about that point. It seems to be sticking out a little bit far, a little bit slanted, so I'm going to straighten it up just slightly. Kind of make that level even, kind of go inwards. It's kind of hard to line up there. Probably made the first table leg a little too slanted. The second table leg would look kind of strange if it was slanted that much. I want to make sure to put it under the edge of the corner of the table there. I don't want it to stick out too much. Thicken it up some. Okay. Now I'm going to draw a second table. Start with the edge. This one's not going to go all the way off the edge. And then line the corner up with the vanishing point. And then end it. Flat horizontal line to show where the table ends. Draw the little edge of the table. Vertical straight up and down line there. This line goes towards the vanishing point. Okay. Now I'm trying to line up the bottom of the legs of my second table with the bottom of the legs of my first table, making sure that they get consistently shorter as they go back in space, showing how they get smaller. Draw the connectors at each corner. Kind of fill those out, make them a little bit thicker. Okay. Show the length of the back leg there. Make sure it's the same length as the one towards the center of the room. See if I can even see the second leg. No, not really. Now I'm going to kind of freehand the top of the chair. You can see the back of it. If it's curved, I'm going to freehand it. If I wanted a more square chair, I would use a ruler. Now the seat of the chair will go towards the vanishing point. It's kind of curved, so I'm freehanding it. Draw the hole in the back of the chair like school chairs have. And then the legs of the chair kind of slant out. To line it up, I need to make sure that the front legs of the chair line up with the vanishing point as well. So I'm vaguely going towards the vanishing point. I'm going to erase the table because it's not a transparent chair. And I'm going to darken the lines I want to keep. Now I'm going to draw a second chair, one that faces me. I'm going to use the ruler for this one. So this is the edge of the chair that's facing you. It's the edge of the seat. Either side of the seat will go back towards the vanishing point. I'm going to vaguely draw the back of the chair with the ruler. See if that makes it a little bit cleaner than my first chair. Oh. I made those uneven, so I need to even them out. There we go. Erase my old one. I'm going to connect it with an arc. Curve out the corners of the chair just like they are at school. Create the hole in the back of the chair just like they have at school. And draw the legs. Make sure the bottom of the legs line up with the vanishing point. See if I can see the bottom of the second leg. Yeah, see, so it gets shorter as it gets closer to the vanishing point. You won't be able to see the bottom of that one, but I can just draw a little bit. There we go. So to repeat that, you would, if you needed more chairs and more tables, you could just repeat that process in order to get more detailed chairs and more detailed tables. Now I'm going to draw the projector board in the back. The bottom of it goes towards the vanishing point. The sides are straight vertical. The top of where the projector hangs will slant towards the vanishing point. I'm going to give it a little curve because it can roll back up in there. And draw the hooks where it hangs from the ceiling. There's the little edge where it's kind of weighted and the handle where you pull it down. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the bottom of the whiteboard. The bottom of the whiteboard slants towards the vanishing point. Extends just a little bit longer than the projector board, but it's not quite as tall. A little bit taller than that. Now the top of it slants towards the vanishing point as well. I'm going to draw a little bit of a frame around it. Now I'm going to draw this little back area up in here. I was a little bit confused when I first drew this because I tried to draw the top of the counter, but if the top of the counter is above the horizon line, you're not going to be able to see the top of the counter. You'll be able to see the bottom half of the cabinet above it. So what I'm doing here in this corner doesn't quite work with the horizon line and the vanishing point that we have. I'm attempting to draw the top of the counter, but it didn't quite work. But the cabinets, I definitely can draw the bottom of the cabinets. Put some handles on there for some detail. There we go. I'm going to freehand the faucet to the sink. Although the sink is above the vanishing point, so you won't be able to see down in it, the faucet and the handles to the sink stick up. Now I'm going to draw the cabinetry above the sink. Oh, that looks a little bit low. Now the edge, the bottom of the cabinetry does go to the vanishing point. So this is what I mean by you could see the bottom of the cabinetry, but not the top of the counter because it's all above the horizon line. Anything above the horizon line, you can see the bottom of, but you can't see the top of. Anything below the horizon line, you can see the top of, but you can't see the bottom of. See there, this cabinet makes much more sense than the one that I tried to draw on the right. There we go. Gonna draw where the backsplash goes and where the sink would go. I'm going to draw some cabinets up in the top. Just kind of give it a little more detail. And I'll continue to add detail on this as I go. I'm just slowly filling out and showing y'all how to do some basic stuff.